Good Tuesday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I am your host for South Carolina weather, Jesse Peterson, and let's talk about the weather for your Tuesday. Now, looking at the radar right now, up here, right now going on in Manning, South Carolina, Florence, South Carolina, and Dillon, South Carolina. We do have some showers and downpours going on over there. Edgefield, Augusta, and Barnwell also has some showers and downpours going on. Also in the low country of South Carolina, northern Dorchester County, northern Berkeley County, receiving some showers. Right now, very small showers right now. Orangeburg receiving some showers and downpours, maybe some storms as well with some of these as well. Some lightning. You can check out the little lightning meter here. If you go over to lightning for the past 30 minutes or so, it's not scanning any lightning right now. But right now, I mean, just gonna have to wait, see what happens. But they're not really detecting any sort of thunder with any of these, so I guess not really too much of thunderstorms. But honestly, on radar, it kind of did look like it a little bit. But continuing forward, let's talk about the entire United States. You can see that we do have some rain going on in places like Michigan, Illinois, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Carolinas, Virginia receiving some rain, Mississippi and Tennessee. Texas receiving some rain, Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas receiving some rain, and the West is doing actually very good in terms of rain right now. No rain really falling at all for the West. The Northeast is also looking good as well. But there are some other regions that are receiving some rain. I think we've covered all of them though. Here is our current cloud cover. Current cloud cover right now is showing some clouds going through the entire all the Midlands of South Carolina. I'd say the northern low country, the entire PD region of South Carolina, except for just some isolated spots, and the upstate as well is covered by clouds. The only area that's not really covered by clouds too much is just to the north and west of Columbia and the coastal low country of South Carolina and some inland regions of south of the low country, but low country of South Carolina is mainly the region right now. It's not really receiving much cloud cover right now. As you push this forward, cloud cover it will move out of here as we get into like this afternoon and this evening. Cloud cover will decide that it does want to move out, and as you get into like late tonight into our Wednesday morning, clouds are still continuing to kind of just do what they want, and still just not really do much. Clouds will be up there inside of the upstate of South Carolina, and this is tomorrow, like late tomorrow night. Still just pretty isolated. Here's our current temperature: 71 in Columbia, 77 inside Charleston, 77 in Myrtle Beach, 70 inside of Rock Hill, 68 inside of Greenville, 70 inside of Anderson, 70 in Walhalla, 71 in Edgefield, 73 in Augusta. Same thing with Barnwell, Fairfax, and Walterboro as well. I did not mean to pull that up. A 75 inside of Monk's Corner as well. Here's our high temperatures for today: 90 in Columbia, 86 in Charleston, 89 Sumter, 87 in Florence, 80 inside of Myrtle Beach, 85 inside of Georgetown, 85 inside of Hilton Head Island, 85 inside of Rock Hill, Spartanburg, 86 in Greenville, 89 in Anderson, as well as 91 inside of Orangeburg, 90 in Walterboro, 89 in Monk's Corner. Here's our peak sustained winds, pretty calm today. Only, especially in the inland region, only around 6 to 7, maybe even an 8 mile an hour wind, but still not really much we're gonna have to worry about here in terms of wind. Some regions could get up to 10 miles an hour near the coastal regions right now, but 10 miles an hour seems to be the max. Here's our peak wind gust right here. Peak wind gust at around a good, honestly, in like the teens, kind of like a good 10 to 15 miles per hour possible throughout the entire state, except for maybe places like Myrtle Beach where it could be higher at around 17, 18, 19, 20 miles per hour as you go on and get through to today, through the next 12 or so hours. So peak wind gusts can definitely get just around, I'd say, in like the teens ish, maybe even the high teens up there in Myrtle Beach. Here's our forecast precipitation for the next 24 or so hours. Again, just as scattered rain potential, quarter of an inch to half an inch possible in Greenville, Spartanburg, Rock Hill, tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch possible in Cheraw, hundredth of an inch to a tenth of an inch possible Greenwood, Dillon, Sumter, Orangeburg, Barnwell, tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch possible in Anderson, Lawrence, and just some other ones as well. That's only around like a hundredth of an inch to a tenth of an inch right now as well. Here's our SPC outlook for tonight. Tonight, we do have a marginal risk of severe weather that's actually not only for damaging winds, but for damaging hail as well for the northern portions of South Carolina. So definitely going to have to watch out for that if you're in portions of the upstate, Greenville, Spartanburg, Anderson, Rock Hill, and just to the north of Columbia as well. All these regions are going to have to watch for some damaging winds and some isolated damaging winds slash gusty winds and some isolated large hail slash small hail. Also, a regular thunderstorm risk is through for the entire, pretty much for the entire state of South Carolina, except for some regions like I'd say like the coastal regions of the Low Country, PD region, and some inland region of the Low Country as well might not see a thunderstorm threat. And these regions are probably the regions that probably won't receive a lot of rain, as you can see here on this map that I'm showing you right now. So continuing on, no excessive rainfall is expected. And before we talk about the tropics, let's talk about just like the next couple of hours or so through today to see what it has to say. So here's the 11Z right here. As you push this forward, honestly, the 11Z is not really saying much here. And the only time it really shows rain is through the like 10, 11, maybe even 12 o'clock in the morning hours going into tomorrow is when it really starts to show that rain. And honestly, I'm not seeing anything in terms of like rain like that for like the Low Country, but there is that severe risk that you're also gonna have to watch for as well up there. So you gotta watch out for that as you go late into the evening. We're gonna go to the 10Z real quick, see what the 10Z said. Had some more shower and thunderstorm activity going on for places like Hartsville, South Carolina at around like 6, 7, 8 o'clock. Still shower and thunderstorm activity going on at around 12 o'clock in the morning-ish for places like the upstate. So gotta watch out for that rain. Honestly, there's maybe a shot that some places like the Southern Midlands, Orangeburg, Barnwell, Allendale might not even see a drop of rain. Same thing before maybe even Columbia. Some of these regions might not even see a drop of rain, even though it says that you could get some rain. So you gotta bring that umbrella with you just in case, especially during like the evening time. But the rest of the rain should be during the nighttime, and we'll talk about that tonight as we get through tonight. We'll talk about the rain for tonight going into the next couple of days. Here's the tropics right here. Tropics right now are showing potential tropical cyclone 9. Still 35 mile per hour sustained winds right now. As you can see, here's the warning slash cone. Which do the next 3 days or so. And you can see right here that it is forecasted, or do 5 days. You can see here that it is forecasted to become a tropical storm by as early as this afternoon. Yes, it could become a tropical storm as early as this afternoon. It was forecast to be last night at around 2 o'clock in the morning. But it took a little bit while longer. So actually, it's expected to become a tropical storm at around either 11 o'clock in the morning, somewhere between there and 2 o'clock p.m. And then it will turn to a hurricane going into tomorrow afternoon at around 2 o'clock. And it will become a major hurricane Thursday afternoon at 2 o'clock p.m. as it makes landfall going into Thursday night in Florida. Then by 2 a.m. Friday, it will be downgraded to a tropical storm back into Georgia, probably bringing us some impacts. And then it's going to continue up towards Kentucky, Indiana, and Tennessee. Now, we're going to have to watch for the exact track because you can see with the warning codes, you can see that we're kind of in the cone of uncertainty right now. And it has been shifting more and more east. So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. But it has been shifting more and more east, as we've seen from this. You can also see the key messages: the disturbance is forecast to intensify and be near hurricane strength when it reaches the northwestern Caribbean Sea early Wednesday. Tropical storm conditions are expected over portions of western Cuba, The system is expected to intensify into a major hurricane before it approaches the northeastern Gulf Coast on Thursday, and the potential for life-threatening storm surge and damaging hurricane-force winds along the coast of the Florida Panhandle and the Florida Gulf Coast is increasing. Hurricane and storm surge watches have been issued, and residents should ensure that they have their hurricane plan in place. So that's all that. Here's number 3. Potential tropical cyclone 9 will bring heavy rain to ports of the western Caribbean, which will cause considerable flooding and mudslides across western Cuba. Heavy rain will likely result in locally considerable flash and urban flooding across portions of Florida, with isolated flash and urban flooding possible across the southeast, southern Appalachians, and the Tennessee Valley Wednesday through Friday. So right now, flooding seems to be the main threat, gusty winds, and a possible tornado threat as well. All of this is possible. So that's about going to wrap this up for today. We're at 239 subscribers. We can get to 240 by today. Hit that subscribe button if you have not already. Also hit that share button as well. Hit the like button because that also helps YouTube share it out a little bit more. So do all that. We're trying to get to 250 by September 26th. It's the 24th. We have just over 2 days because we end at September 26th, 11:59 p.m. So we pretty much have around 2.5 days left to get 11 subscribers. It's not impossible. It is not impossible, but we're gonna have to really work and get it. So we're at 239. Let's get to 250 and before 2.5 days. So that is that. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday, and I will be back tonight for your Tuesday evening forecast update.